We're talking about Nottingham Forest after today. It was revealed they have received a 4-point deduction, leaving them on just 21 points, which drops them into the bottom three. So at the moment, it's Sheffield United, then Burnley, then Nottingham Forest. By the way, when are we talking about Brentford?
We'll talk about it soon. But you know what, though? Luton, they're just pulling on their heartstrings, aren't they? Luton, they don't know what's going on. First of all, they're out of it. Then Everton get the points back. They drop into it. Then they think, it's an uphill battle. Then Forest get the points deduction. They're back out of it again.
It would be horrific if we didn't learn who had been demoted, relegated, until after the final game of the season.
That's why I know it sounds cliche, but you've got to pick up your points. Right? Don't allow it to go that far. Just keep trying to win games and then...
I know, but imagine like Luton. We survived. We're up. 4 weeks later. No. You're down.
Yeah.
That would just be disgusting.
Yeah, awful.
Let's speak to Sunil, who's a Forest fan. Hi, Sunil. How are you?
Yes, I'm good, thanks. How are you guys?
I'm good. I'm very well. You're a Forest fan, right?
Yeah, love listening to your show, guys.
Thank
Keep
you,
it
man.
up.
That's very kind of you.
Yeah, so thank you. So I'm a first-time caller, a bit nervous. My wife's convinced me to call in, but
What did she say? What did she say to you, Sunil?
She said, "Call in. You feel angry. You feel passionate.
Good advice.
So yeah, we're just in the car back home now.
Okay.
So she's next to me. Anyway, yes, it's galling. We broke the rules. I don't know if any of you guys have actually read the full or had a look online at the Premier League full report. It does break down the hearing in every single detail what Forest's defence was. The mitigating factors that Forest put forward, they've rejected the Brennan Johnson. Apparently, Atletico Madrid came in with an offer which Forest rejected.
For who?
They asked Atletico Madrid.
For Brennan Johnson?
For Brennan Johnson, $42.5 million on 30th of June.
Right.
Forest rejected it, asked for $55 million. Atletico didn't come back, but Atletico's offer was subject to them selling another player.
Right.
But the Premier League basically said if you'd accept it on those conditions, maybe we would have accepted it. They obviously took into consideration that Forest estimated that they were going to finish 12th and based their revenue on that. Forest also had...
So on that, Sunil, on that, whose fault is that in your mind? Because in my mind, it's Forest's.
Yes. Yeah, I mean, look, it is Forest's fault. I do think that it's not a level playing field because we've had one season in the Premier League. The other clubs that have come up do have...
No, I'm just talking about the Brennan Johnson stuff, right? If you've got a deadline to meet and you've got to pay a certain amount of money off to meet...
Yes, look, I think that is totally a valid point. We are much higher than Everton on our losses. However, they've breached it over 2-3 years. We've been a Premier League club for 1 year. We've got much lower allowance.
Well, that's irrelevant. What another club's done is totally irrelevant to what's happened to Forest.
Yes, though, look, I mean, I feel for the Everton fans as well because it does feel almost like because they're now going to move the goalposts, profit and sustainability should be, making sure a club is sustainable.
Mm-hmm.
Yet Man United can have $750 million worth of debt on the club. We don't have that debt against the club, so it all seems a little bit.
Yeah, but that debt was there before financial fair play came in, right?
Yeah, but I think they should be taken into account. So what the Premier League, what the ruling said is we were actually going to get 6 points, but they took 2 points off because we held our hands up. We kind of took account for it. We didn't try and hide it like Everton did. Otherwise, we would have got the same points as Everton. We were,
Okay. Let me ask you this: Did Forest break rules?
Yes, we broke the rules.
Well, then you've got to be deducted points, right?
So, according to the rules, yes,
yeah.
as they stand. I think what's sort of more galling is that Everton have had their points deduction the following season at the beginning for last season's indiscretions. Now, I know the clubs have voted for that to be done much sooner, but we've got 9 games left. And it just seems quite late in the day to kind of go...
Yeah, I agree with that. Thanks, Sunil, for your call. The timing is horrific, but if you break the rules, you're going to get punished, right?
Yeah.
The Brennan Johnson thing, right? I can't get my head around how people are thinking that's the defence. Like, we held out for more money. If you had some kind of target to reach where you needed to pay an extra 20 million and you were offered 20 million for Brennan Johnson and you thought it was worth 60, take the 20. Take the 20. So you don't get deducted points.
Yeah.
Take it. Right? In your mind, I've lost 40 million, but you haven't been deducted 4 points.
talkSPORT Drive with Andy Goldstein. Monday to Friday afternoon from 4 on AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.